to Clayton Restaurant Week is something that you do not want to say no to, obviously, but sometimes you just don't feel like doing something, and that's okay. But how do you say no to someone without coming off as rude? Well, that's where we turn to Nancy of Polish to get in our Get Nice with Nancy segment. So I must say this is something that I struggle with. I know a lot of people probably struggle with, and so I'm excited to hear some of the tips. We start with speaking assertively. Talk about that.
Okay, yes. And Taylor, it's a pleasure to be with you this morning. So yes, speaking assertively, we should speak assertively, we should write assertively. Every single day, our mouths should come out in a respectful, calm, clear, controlled way, and concise too. Often people, when they think of assertive, they think of as aggressive, but it's with that respect. So when I ask you something, it's not like, Taylor, please do that right now. I need it immediately.
Yeah.
Taylor, I would really appreciate it if you could get that done to me by 5 p.m. today.
It's all about how you say things.
Exactly, exactly.
And the next thing you say is to be aware of the A trap. So what does that mean?
Okay, so I'm going to borrow this William Ury. He's an amazing negotiator. He wrote this book, The Power of a Positive No. And he said that oftentimes why we hate to say no is because, A, we want to accommodate, right? We don't want to be rude. We don't want to make people feel bad. The other is avoidance. We just like put our head in the sand, if you will, and just don't answer. It's like ghosting them, you know. Maybe she'll forget or he'll forget about my request. And then the third A trap is the attack. Often we say things, but we're mad about saying yes, and so we kind of go through the motions feeling a little defensive about it. So we want to be careful about the A trap.
Yeah, and let's talk about some common examples of when it's challenging to say no.
Yes, yes. So here's an example that just happened to me recently. A friend of mine, a close friend, reached out and asked if I would join her board, an organization that she's very passionate about. And I love the organization, but I just don't have the bandwidth. You know, we're just all so busy. And so I said to her in a respectful, assertive way, golly, thank you for asking me. This is an incredible organization, so worthwhile, but my time is just spread thin. So could you maybe reach out next year, and that might be an opportunity for me to really give my all and do a productive job, because you know nobody wants to be a board member and not do their service.
Yeah, giving people the options too, so you're not just saying no. You're thinking about what works for you and giving them that option.
Yeah, respecting your concerns and issues, which we don't do enough.
Very good point. Any final tips that you have?
Yes. Well, golly, and I was just touching on that, Taylor. It's about self-care. We all are good people, and we all want to be, to accept that invitation, go to this work late or whatever the situation may be. But if it's not really something you want to do, it's not going to be a win-win. So just be aware of your boundaries, when enough is enough. And I'm talking this. I need to practice this.
We all do.
We all do. We all do. Yes, yes, yes. So do I have time for a quick other example?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so a dear friend reached out and asked, Nancy, I haven't seen you in a while. I want us to go to this concert. And I miss her. I haven't seen her, but I didn't want to go to the concert. Plus, it was so far of a drive. And wow, call the ambulance. But I said to her, instead of going to the concert, maybe we could just go and get together for lunch or have a glass of wine or meet for coffee. And that was sort of, the negotiating factor. Let's still not see each other, but maybe we could do something. So that's another way to politely say no, but offer another alternative.
Yeah, understanding on both parts.
And it's tricky. It's not easy. Some people are more sensitive and prone to maybe take it as a personal no, but it's not like that at all.
Yeah, such great tips. I will be putting those into play in my life as well. Thank you so much for being here. And for more information, you can find this segment on firstalertford.com/greatday following the show. Matt.
Oh, Nancy, I got the wambulance on speed dial. I'm glad I'm not the only one. That and the world's tiniest violin, right? Thank you, ladies, very much.